Good morning, everybody. This is Shelly Rivera with Coffee, Anxiety, and Love. I hope everybody is doing good, starting November strong. I know we're already a week into November, and I haven't talked to you guys to close out October, but do want to know how we did on goals, getting started, or even, finishing up some stuff that we needed to. I was able, like I said, to do the body scrubs and things like that. I did offer them up at our market at the end of October. They didn't do too well, but at the same time, I didn't really push them too much. I don't feel like I was completely ready to push them that much. I just set out somewhat like some small little samples of it. A couple of people did ask about it, so I was okay with that. And I've been using the one that I made, the lemon ginger, and it's really, really nice. I like the way it smells. I like the way it feels. So I do know that's something that is going to stay with the Healthy Hippie Ranch. But other than that, I did get all the beads I needed to start my my Astros hat bands. I'm about to finish up my son's, hopefully this week. I finally got the measurements on his, and that will get done. So November 7th, I believe it is now, a little bit less than 2 months away from the end of the year. Christmas is right around the corner. Of course, Thanksgiving is coming up. We've already, talked about Thanksgiving in the family, and we've already got that settled. So all that's going to be pretty much taken care of. Trying to figure out how financially to keep Christmas this year. At a smaller cost than what we usually do. We're thinking maybe white elephant, like a separate adult and a separate kids, putting the limit on it. That way we don't have to buy so many presents. We really typically don't buy a lot of presents, and that's been the past few years. Only because, like I said, financially, it ends up being a lot. So what we like to do is just get together and eat or celebrate in that way, or whatever. This year, Christmas, my birthday's at the end of the year on the 30th, and this year is going to be a little bit of a challenge to get through for the holidays. This is my 50th birthday. And I really, at the beginning of the year, I had already envisioned what I wanted to do. And, my brother was supposed to be included in all that. But since his passing last year, things have changed. So I like Christmas. I love Christmas. I love the kids and everything. And it's just going to be a little bit of a challenge for me. But I know he's still here with me, and he's around, and he definitely lets me know every now and then. He was a jokester. He liked to make you laugh, and he really didn't want anybody arguing or fighting or things like that. So there's just little things that happen around here that I know he's here. As far as us, it's rounding out the end of the year. Healthy Hippie Ranch is still on hold as far as getting on the road. I'm not really sure when that is happening. We do feel it really soon. There's been a couple of events that have happened over the past few weeks that have shown us that little by little things are coming about. We just ended up helping out a friend of my husband, CJ's, with opening up his resale shop. We had a whole bunch of stuff that we've been having out here for garage sale, things like that. It was like decorations, clothes, a sofa, stuff like that. We really hadn't been pushing it too much as far as garage sale. We figured when we really needed the money, we would push a little bit more to get that stuff out of here. But we ended up talking to this guy, and he's in the same situation. He's just trying to take care of his family, opening up a little resale shop there, where he lives, and we just felt compelled to help him out. So we ended up giving him a lot of that stuff that we had out here for garage sale, dishware, decorations, things like that. We also ended up picking up a lot of materials from a couple of people the past couple of weeks, beads, thread, tools, things like that. And yesterday we actually picked up a large truckload of some river rock that CJ is able to nap with and make arrowheads and use as tools. So that helps us out as far as supplies for him and making more inventory as far as jewelry and things like that. And there are some people that are actually wanting napped arrowheads just as decoration. We have one person, they have this like desert landscape type of thing with some cactus, and he just wanted some napped arrowheads just to put in the pots as decoration. I was like, well, that's pretty cool. So it's things like that that show us there's a lot of interest for that part. So we ended up collecting a lot of that river rock, and we have it here, and we're gonna use it. We're gonna use it as supplies and do what we need to do with that. Luna Fitness slowing down, but this is also the end of the year. The next couple of months I've been really pushing myself to get back into consistent training. I've been training, every now and then, not even training, just working out, a couple of days out of the week, not really pushing myself too much. I did start to notice a lot more weight gain, and we had a little incident happen with CJ that kind of pushed us and opened our eyes, and is telling us, we need to figure out how to eat a little bit better. And it's not that we can't and we don't want to. We definitely know how. He and I we both have that background to do so. We've trained before. We've hardcore trained and pushed ourselves to lose, 25, 30 pounds in, a couple of months. And we know how to do everything. It's just, again, financially, you get really restricted, and you have to get really creative with what you intake as far as food when you are on a very restricted budget. It's not impossible, but sometimes it calls for very repetitive meals and things like that, and it becomes a little bit boring and sometimes unappealing. So you end up, what happens, or for me, what I feel like, we're eating okay, and it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's not the healthiest and the tastiest. But now I'm craving something tasty or sweet or a snack or something, and we end up, going to the bread store and buying us, $13, $14 worth of bread and consuming that in a couple of days. So with all that, I've gained some weight. So we both, feel like it's time for us to start looking into what we have available, what we're doing, how we can do it better, how we can make some of the things that we have in our pantry healthier and better for us to consume versus putting in all the sweets and sugars and the heavy, greasy fat meals. Not too much greasy we were doing, but every now and then, we wanted pizza or something like that, which is okay, but I would say a homemade pizza would probably be healthier than going to Pizza Hut Pizza and Little Caesars, things like that. So we're going through, and we're trying to re-educate ourselves to eat a little bit better with what we have. Right now we don't have too many orders in. CJ does have some standing orders still for HHR. I've just been cranking out inventory, posting my stuff out there. Hopefully, there's every now and then there's a little bit of interest in something I'm doing, some kind of beadwork, a bracelet, some earrings or whatever. So that's good. I'm still trying to figure out how to promote myself a little bit more, how to gain more interest in the beadwork that I'm doing, and where I can start, contributing more on the HHR side. I'm still at Camp Gladiator, going to stay with them until we absolutely have to leave. I really don't want to leave my campers. I really like my crew that I have morning and evening. And I'm starting to feel some kind of way as I get closer and closer and closer, knowing that I'm going to have to leave them. And I'm having a lot of trouble finding a trainer to pick up where I'm leaving off, and I just fear that, there's not an interest as far as training out here, because it is a little small town and it's harder to recruit people. So you're not making that much money. This is truly, Camp Gladiator out here is truly a part-time gig. If I was in Houston, anywhere in Houston, I think it would be different. But for here, it's such a small town. It's really hard to make it a full-time gig. And yeah, and I'm starting to feel not bad or anything like that. Just some kind of anxiety for not having somebody available for them, and I on that part I feel bad. So that's pretty much where we are. November, December, heavy eating months. So this is the best time to at least start working out. Maybe you don't want to change your diet. Maybe you don't want to do anything of that sort. At least get your body moving, get your mind and your body composition working together. And once you start developing those workout habits, after the eating season is over, November, December, come January, everybody's making their New Year's resolutions. You'll already be ahead of the game and have that workout routine in that somewhat consistent manner, or the mentality to know, I have to work out, I have to go do this. And I'm sorry, not have to. I need to go work out to make myself better. I should go do this because it's going to make me better. And I should go do this because it's going to make me stronger and healthier. And it shouldn't feel like an obligation. You need to work through and figure out how it's going to become a part of your routine and fit it into your schedule. That way you come out healthier and stronger come the next year. Again, this is the best time to start, November, December. This is the eating season. We're in the thick of it now, and it's not going to get any better. So you're talking about Thanksgiving leftovers, Friendsgivings. Then you're going to have a lot of birthdays and celebrations and end of year parties and all the office parties. And you're going to have all the cakes and cookies and everything available. And, then you're going to have Christmas. And, if you're Hispanic, you're celebrating, different holidays, religious holidays throughout December. And we're all eating for all of those too, especially tamales. And then comes Christmas, and then comes the end of the year, New Year's, and all the parties that we have to go to, and, say hi to everybody and eat at everybody's house and eat all the leftovers. And it just gets a lot. It becomes a lot to keep up on top of and keep ahead of, actually. So start your routine now. Even if you don't start with me, start somewhere. There's plenty of programs online, CGs online. There's, like I said, there's anywhere and everywhere. There's gyms everywhere, especially if you're in the city, in Houston or in a big city. I'm sure there's a gym near you. And just get up and go. Even if you don't have a gym membership, you don't have money for it, get up and start walking. Start moving around. Get you a bike. Do something. Just move. You got a little space in your front room, grab you a yoga mat, do some yoga. Again, there's plenty of online resources for that. It's everywhere, YouTube, TikTok, whatever. Get something moving, get something done. Shelly Rivera, Coffee, Anxiety, and Love. See y'all.